All right, everybody. Welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast, on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. My name is Tyler Jenkins, joined with our host. We got Ryan Gilbert and Joel Meyer. Gentlemen, how the hell are we doing tonight?
Doing all right here for Friday night. So we got the weekend coming up. It's about the only thing, December 1st. So it's officially Christmas season, even though we've been celebrating with Talon's tree behind him for a few weeks now. So, yeah, excited for this Saturday slate.
I am doing well. I am here, though I shouldn't be, because I should be watching this Washington-Oregon game, giving it 100% of my attention. But I guess I'll just be distracted during the show because I need a Washington win. I don't expect it, but they're up 20-10 at the half, so I'm getting my hopes up. And and I know Talon's got the points, took the points plus 10 or whatever it was. So let's go Dogs, Huskies.
100%. Arf, arf, arf. Dogs eat ducks. It's what happens, bro. Fucking right. I'm doing good. Bro. Golf Towel is back. Golf Towel is on fire. Golf Towel is here. Golf Towel never left anywhere. The king is back, baby. He has returned to his rightful throne at the top of the tower when it comes to the world of the PGA. Absolutely crushed it today when it came to matchups. I think I was saying in the Discord, went 4 for 4. Brian Harman beating Tony Finau. Jordan Spieth beating Cam Young, who has fucking my boy Fitzy taking down Max Homa. And, of course, JT over Glover. Yeah, all those came through. Plus, they got, I think, who's leading that tournament? I think it's Scheffler.
I don't pay attention till that Phoenix management, race management, whatever it is.
To Phoenix, holy shit, you're really out. And so that, Scotty Scheffler's in first series, tied with Jordan Spieth and 9 under. I got Scotty for one of my picks here, so hopefully that comes through for me. Okay,
how's Tiger looking?
Shit, yesterday. Actually, you know what though? He actually didn't look bad. Like, it's good to see him actually like walking. He had a decent day today. He was 2 under on the day today. So that's okay. He was bogey free on the front 9. He was 4 under on the front 9 and then took 2 bogeys. He's been fucking up on his par 5s though. I don't know. But hey, it's good to see him playing, good to see the boy walking, and good to see him feeling good as well. So that's always awesome. Okay, before we get into this, I need you guys to help settle a debate, because Jess and I were having a little bit of a conversation here before we started recording. I feel like if you were getting like attacked by like a tiger or something, if you just squared up with it, you could fucking take it down, right? Because it's not ready to get punched in the face, it's a tiger. It doesn't know it can get knocked out, but we know like if you hit it in the jaw, you can probably take it down. So she was saying I'm totally out to lunch. And I'm like, what about like prime Mike Tyson? Could prime Mike Tyson knock out a tiger if they were like squaring up? And she said 40% chance. It's got to be more than that. Prime Mike Tyson could definitely take down a tiger. I'm talking 90% chance of this. What do you think?
It's probably closer to 40 than 90. But yeah, I feel like a tiger is an animal you can probably just punch on the nose with a good punch, especially prime Mike Tyson, and run away or just take it out. Yeah.
You guys are nuts. Tiger minus 2,000.
Are you crazy?
Like
no.
Being who's weaponless. Yes.
It's not ready to be squared up with, though, yo.
It's like a wild encounter, or what is it?
How fast your little house cats are? Think of that, except 10 times faster, 10 times more powerful. Just it'll take you down. No problem. You guys are nuts.
You shouldn't have used tigers. Joel's like LSU Tigers all the way.
Yeah, Joel's gay for tigers over here. Like, I don't know about that, but bro, no way. Prime Mike Tyson could take down a tiger all day long, dude. He connects with one good uppercut. Doesn't matter how fast this thing's going. That tiger is done for. It doesn't stand a chance. You guys are out to lunch.
There's a reason that cavemen had to make spears and start fires and shit to keep away the predators, because they know they couldn't take them 4-on-1, let alone just one guy. I know Mike Tyson is a beast and all that, but he's not a tiger.
Dude, he would bite this tiger's ear off. Just
We should throw.
You need a fucking gorilla, man. Maybe a gorilla could take a tiger.
Throw Jake Paul in there against a tiger. It's a win-win either way.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know. We're gonna have to put shelf this one. We'll come back to this at a later date because I'm a little upset about what I heard from these answers, gentlemen. All right, everybody, go check out the Sports Gambling Podcast Network website. That's the place to be. Tons of stuff going on in the world of sports, baby. What do we got? We got hockey. We got 13 games coming up for tomorrow for the Saturday slate. We're going to get into that. That's going to be absolutely sweet. We got college football coming on tomorrow as well as tonight, like Julie was talking about. We got NFL on Sunday. We got golf. Like I said, golf's been absolutely awesome. Love tracking any tournament. The Tigers back, so that's sweet. Baseball. Ryan, what's going on in the world of baseball here?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, really? Because I heard the best player of all time.
Yes, Ohtani might be going to Toronto. That is a thing.
Yeah, still couldn't make me give a shit about that fucking sport. So hey, whatever. Hope he comes here. Hope a bunch of people are happy, and then I hope he blows an ankle and never plays again. And all those baseball nerds are all sad. So hell yeah,
he's already injured. He's not going to play next season. So
he's not going to pitch next season. He can hit. He's not going to pitch.
Oh really? Oh, okay.
I believe so.
Okay, well, there you go. So, anyways, I hope somehow Jays fans get heartbroken in the worst possible way possible. So, yeah, that's where we are. Anyways, you can find all the information at the SGPN website. Be sure to go check it out. Read the articles. Check out Ryan's fantasy hockey articles. He's pumping out weekly. Those are pretty sweet. What else? Listen to the other shows. You can find all that there. Shout out our boys at the MMA podcast. They're always sweet. Like I said, you can find all that at the SGPN website. And, of course, shout out to all of our friends and pals in the Discord. Only the finest folk in the Discord. Only the most calm human beings. Only the most stand-up, salt-of-the-earth type of human beings involved in that. Nobody would ever go back on their take and try to say somebody, doesn't have a chance at winning the Hart, but might be a good shot to win the Rocket Richard. None of that stuff would ever happen in here. Just grade A+ human beings in the Discord. So shout out to all of our friends and pals in there. If you're not in the Discord, you're not making money. If you want to get in there, you can reach out to myself or Ryan on Twitter, or you can reach out to the HGP Twitter account. Or social media assistant producer will be there to stand in the right direction. Or what you can do is go to your local zoo in BC, and you'll see Jolie in there getting ready to square out, trying to fight a tiger to see if he can take it down. He's all in. Mike Tyson may not be able to do it, but Mr. Joel Meyer can. So when you're there and you see this crazy ass motherfucker squaring up against the tiger, you can be like, "Hey Joel, how do I get in the Discord?" He'll be like, "I'm a little busy right now, but this is how you do it," and then he'll tell you how to do it.
No, I'll be there prepping the Tigers for when they have to face the punch from Mike Tyson to win my minus 2,000 bet.
I just picture you in the corner of the tiger, like you have the towel over your shoulder or something. You're giving it the fire up speech,
That minus 2,000 bet is a bet that a certain member of the Discord would definitely make to be a bridge jumper there.
Yeah, and then he tell you later that actually Tyson might have a good chance.
Yeah. Get in the Discord. Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe on YouTube and wherever you listen to your podcasts. Going live on YouTube pretty much every podcast now, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the big slates, and also some Tuesday, Thursday shows thrown in there as well for some future updates. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube and leave us a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, and I'll read it at the end of the show if we ever get one ever again.
Yeah, we never get reviews. What the fuck? Whatever. That's cool. Oh shit, what am I doing? I don't even know what's going on anymore. Okay. We're okay. We're good. We're keeping this moving. We're moving down to our lock dogs and totals from last time we were all together recording. I think it was towards the November 28th games. I feel like every time we read this, it's just the same. Jolie went 2-1, up 1.23 units. I went 1-2, down 1.85 units. Ryan went 1-2, down 2.05 units. Jolie, kick us off here, buddy.
Sure. My lock was the dead cat downs play, the wild money line against the Blues. Just controlled that game. It's funny. I mentioned this to Ryan on our show, one of the shows this week, that it's funny. Like, you get a new gaffer in there, all of a sudden everything that wasn't working starts working. You get some saves, you get some penalty kill, which was the worst in the league. They did a brilliant job on a 4-minute power play for the Blues. So yeah, nice win there. And then the dog was the Predators money line, even money against the Penguins. Very even game. Topsy-turvy. Pens tied in the third period, and then the Preds won it in a shootout that the Penguins were bitching about. There was some phantom interference call, even though
it was.
No way, it was not.
It was.
My guy Philip Forsberg sealed the deal there. That was nice. And then this one, this was my most confident play. I'm glad I didn't make this my lock because it did not cash. The Lightning Coyotes over 6.5, minus 115. I didn't watch this game at all, so I don't remember. I don't really remember it either. It was like 3-1 or something like that. I totally expected more goals. Lightning just can't get the offense going. They need power plays to score goals, or just really shitty goaltending, as you've seen in the Hurricanes and what was the other game they won? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, that one lost.
Speaking of losing, my lock was the Kraken -175 at Chicago. I thought it was going to be a relatively easy win. They outshot them, I think, 36-23. I'm seeing now they had a late 5-on-3 they couldn't capitalize on. So the Kraken are dead to me. My dog were my Flyers, +136 against Carolina. Played well. It was 2-1 until late, and then I got a cheap goal, fluky goal, and then a empty netter. So that was a loss. But my total, Canes Flyers under 6, -105. 4-1 final there, so I was at least did not go 0-3.
All right, for myself, I got absolutely shafted here by a non-call interference with my lock.
Yeah, you had that bet.
It's the Nashville Predators, $29 -120. That was absolute horse shit. Total interference. Probably should have been a 4-minute interference if they had it. That's how bad it was, but it's just the way she goes. The Nashville Predators are cheaters. For my dog, I had the Arizona State University Coyotes money line against the Tampa Bay Lightning at a +115 here. Jolie touched on this a little bit. I think Tampa Bay was on the second night of a back-to-back, and that useless Swede Jonas Johansson was in net, so we played like shit. Let him up. Then for my total, Seattle, Chicago under 6.5, -1 or -122. Yeah, they. I think Chicago came out just like roaring. They scored like 5 goals this game or some shit. I don't really remember. It was like I said, it was the Connor Bedard. Stop calling my mom a whore game, and he just came out ripping and lipping it, So hell yeah, that I should have been on the over, but I wasn't. So either way, fuck it.
Yeah, I said Vasilevsky, but it was Johansson, which was another reason why I love that over. But that's the way she goes.
Mm-hmm.
At least the Coyotes won.
Good guys, bad picks. Good guys,
yes.
Bad picks.
All right, we're brought to you by Bet Rivers. Bet Rivers is available in over 14 states plus Ontario, Canada. Bet Rivers has some of the best live betting markets in this space. Their betting menu is second to none, including a ton of props. Depositing and withdrawing is super easy on Bet Rivers. Sign up using our link to get a risk-free bet up to $500. Just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/betrivers. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/betrivers. Problem gambling? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
All right, here, boys. We got a 13-game slate set for Saturday, December 2nd. We ready to rock and roll or what?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's get right into it here. First game on the docket at the 2 p.m. time slot. We got the Tampa Bay Lightning against the Dallas Stars. What a good game to start off the day. That's awesome. Game itself is in Dallas here. Tampa Bay on the money line sitting at +130. Dallas on the money line -155. Home favorites here. The over-under sitting at 6. Over paid off -122. The under +105. This is tidy. I imagine we'll probably see Vasilevsky in this game, which is good. It kind of helps the cause for Tampa here. Tampa hasn't been a good team on the road. They're 4-6-2 this year. But you know what, man? The Stars have been kind of shit at home. They're 5-4-1, pretty much even hockey when it comes to playing at home here. Tampa's currently on a 3-game losing streak. I gotta be honest with you, I like Tampa coming in here and just fucking saying, fuck this. We're losing 3 games in a row. We're not going to get 4. Like I said, the Stars haven't been that great at home here, so it might be a little bit of a greasy pick, but I don't mind taking Tampa Bay as road dogs at +130 in this game. As far as over-under goes here, this is a tough one because, if you look at kind of metrics and numbers, they kind of skewed from Tampa Bay's side because they've had terrible goaltending from Jonas Johansson. Jake Ottinger's been an absolute stud in between the pipes here for the Stars. But if the number's sitting at 6, I don't mind the over here. Give me the over 6 -122, and then give me Tampa as dogs.
Yeah, I like the Bolts here as dogs +130. No real strong play for either side for this one here. But yeah, the Lightning, I mean, if you look at the season as a whole, the Stars have been much better in terms of expected goals for. They're 5th, and the Lightning are 16th. But in the last 10 games, they're both in the top 10. Stars 9th, Lightning 10th. The Lightning just have not been getting good in goaltending. They have not been able to score, like Joel said, besides on the power play. But I think, Vasilevsky is going to find his form at some point. He's played 3 games so far. It has not been good. So I think this is a good price for them at +130. I would not mind sprinkling that, especially for some afternoon action. But I think I would lean to the under. I think Ottinger is going to play well. Dallas has not necessarily scored too much recently, and they haven't been playing too well. So, yeah, I lean to the Lightning and lean to the under 6 at +102.
Right. The early money was on the Stars, as you might expect, given the
No.
Uh-oh.
We lost
Jolie.
Jolie.
Look how frozen he is.
He's back. He's back.
Jolie, you lagged out for a second there, buddy. You look
Yeah.
good, though.
Okay, I'll start over then. The Lightnings have been playing pretty shitty lately. Even though their last win was against the Hurricanes, they were outplayed in that one. They were just the benefactors of some terrible goaltending from the Canes. I believe it was Kochetkov in that one. Vasilevsky's been fine. One more thing to note, which might excuse their bad play, because they've been giving it their all in the absence of Vasilevsky. They've got to give 100%. They got to do all the scoring because they got shit plugs in their covering your ass and net there. And now that Vasilevsky's back, they can feel like they can take it easy now. So maybe that's the there's the fallen star theory, and there's the rising star theory. I coined the latter one. I think it makes sense though. So yeah, that kind of explains it. But yeah, the line has just gone too far to the Stars side. Oh shit! I thought this game was in Tampa.
No, it's in Dallas.
Oh, okay. No, that makes sense. That totally changes things. No, give me the Stars here. I was going to make a case to the Lightning here. I thought that they were at home for some reason. No, the Lightning are struggling. Stars, they're coming back from a bit of a road trip, but it wasn't too long. So lean to the Stars here. The Lightning on the road are just terrible, and yeah, their recent form is pretty shite. So yeah, I think Dallas can get it done here. They lost their last game too, as well. I think against the Stars or the Flames rather. So yeah, give me the Stars, and yeah, the under makes a little more sense here at home, given the fact that the Lightning have a lot easier time scoring at home. So Stars in the under.
All right, moving down to that was an ugly start for us, but we're gonna keep firing off here. Moving to the 3 p.m. time slot here. We have the Chicago Blackhawks versus the Winnipeg Jets. Game itself is in. Oh, it's so cold. It's so okay. There was a little bit of snow outside today in Toronto. I can only imagine what it's like in this place. It's cold. It's boring. Nothing to I can't stress enough. There's nothing to do. This city just can't win a Grey Cup if their life depended on it. You might as well just blow up the whole city. It's worth this. They're a bunch of losers. Cold, boring. Nothing to do. Flat. So flat. Fucking Louis Riel stinks. Game itself is in Winnipeg. Chicago Blackhawks on the money line sitting at plus 230. Jets on the money line at minus 285. If you're interested, Jets on the puck line at minus 1.5 is sitting at minus 108. The over-unders at 6.5. Over sit at minus 102. The under minus 118 here in this one. Yeah, this game sucks, dude. You should definitely not be watching it. Chicago's a terrible hockey team. They're even more terribler on the road. They're 4-8-0 here. But the Jets are on a 3-game losing streak, so you never really know how this can play out. But I think it's safe to say that the Jets should win this game. So maybe look towards like a Winnipeg team total. They were about middle of the pack when it comes to scoring goals here. They're averaging 3.27 per game, sitting about 14th in the league. And Chicago gives up goals, bro. It's pretty ugly. One play that I do like in this actually is I'm kind of leaning towards the over. We are seeing Chicago score a couple goals in some of their games. Like, I don't know, like maybe not their last game that they played against, I think it was Detroit. It was like a 5-1 final or some shit like that. But a couple other games, we've been seeing them put the biscuit in the basket a little bit here. Connor Bedard heading back to Canada. So you can hopefully he'll be ready to light the lamp a little bit. And truth be told, Connor Hellebuck hasn't been that great. His numbers are actually fine, I guess, but he's given up a couple goals. And then Arvid Soderblom is confirmed. So I take it Mrazek got the nod tonight, I guess. So I don't know. I'm leaning towards the over here, 6.5 minus 102. And then give me the Jets team total.
The Blackhawks did not play tonight.
Oh, shit.
I think they play. I think they play Sunday. I think so. It's the first half of back to back.
Maybe that's what it is.
For me here, I think this line is a bit too steep for the Jets at minus 285. You mentioned it. They're on a 3-game losing streak. They've only scored a total of 3 goals in those 3 games. I mean, good teams, Nashville, Dallas, Edmonton, but they're not playing well recently. Looking at their past 10 games, they have the 3rd worst expected goals for in the league. Blackhawks are even better than them here. So if I had to play a side, I would throw a half unit on the Blackhawks plus 230. I do like the under, though. Winnipeg's not been scoring much. Connor Hellebuck is a great goalie, as much as he gets a lot of shit. His save percentage isn't great. 9-11. I mean, that's decent. So maybe look at a Blackhawks plus 2.5, under 6.5 parlay, gets you to plus 155. could see a 3-2, 4-2 type of game here. So that's what I'm gonna go with there. I'll lean to the Blackhawks, and I like the under 6.5 -119. Might make that a play.
I love the Jets in this spot coming after that loss to the Oilers, where I think the Jets were the better team. They controlled the Oilers for much of that game, and it was just a total muffin shot from I don't remember who shot it, but it was not McDavid or Draisaitl, that's for sure. That tied it late on at 1-1, and then the Oilers won 3-1. But the Jets were the better team in that one. Hellbuck's looking a lot better recently, so yeah, I love the Jets here. I love the under as well. The Blackhawks do have trouble scoring. I think they're second worst, third worst in terms of expected goals for. Jets are top 10 expected goals against. So yeah, the Blackhawks, I don't see them scoring 3 here. So give me the Jets in regulation, Jets puck line, and the Blackhawks team total under, or just the game under, because I think the Jets can win a 3-1 kind of game here.
Okay, moving down to the 4:30 p.m. time slot here. We got the New York Rangers against the Nashville Predators. Game itself is in Nashville. New York on the money line set at -142. Preds on the money line at +120. The over-unders at 6. Over paying off -105. The under -115 here. This Rangers team has been absolutely lights out when it comes to road games. They're 9-2-1 here. The Preds have been pretty serviceable at home, 8-5-0 record, but I think it's just safe to say that the Rangers are the better team compared to the Nashville Predators here. So I will be all over New York at -142. I know it's a little bit of juice, but I think it's definitely a bit of a value play there. And then as far as over-under goes here, the number's sitting at 6. We got 2 good goalies here. I don't know if we're going to see Jonathan Quick in that. Quick's been fucking lights out, though, for this team. But you can probably expect to see UC Saros, who's a hell of a goaltender himself, man. So I'll probably stay away from actually betting this. But if I had to, I'd lean maybe towards the under 6 at -115.
Yeah, this is the first half of a back-to-back for both teams. Rangers are hosting the Sharks on Sunday, so I imagine that they go with Shesterkin on Saturday, and then the Predators are in Buffalo. So yeah, keep an eye out on what goalie starts here. But I do like, I think I'll lean to the Predators here at +120. They did already beat the Rangers once this season, 4-1 at MSG, 8-5 at home, as you mentioned. They're only 3-6 on the road, so they're much better at home. And I think this Rangers team just has to have some regression come down to earth sometime. Like they battled back against Detroit. I was on Detroit in that one, as Rangers were huge favorites here. So yeah, I think Rangers going on the road down to Nashville. I think Nashville gets this done. Just had their winning streak snapped by the Wild somehow there, but I think Preds as home dogs +120 would be my look, as well as the under 6 at -115. Think this will be a goalie game either way. As long as Saros starts for Nashville, I trust Quick or Shesterkin to keep it low scoring.
Right, yeah. Speaking of Shesterkin, his last outing against the Sabres didn't go too well, giving up 5 goals and then trying to bring down the building, smashing his stick against the boards. So yeah, he's not having the best season. Jonathan Quick has been outplaying him, so yeah, I don't think it really matters who you have in net there. I mean, Jonathan Quick is one of the low-key subplots of the season, where he's totally refound his game after being one of the worst backups in the league, even. So yeah, good job for him. But yeah, for this game, my mine is -147 for the Rangers. I think that they are probably playing the best hockey right now. I do expect it to regress a little bit, as Ryan mentioned, because yeah, Jonathan Quick's not putting up these numbers forever. But neither is Shesterkin. Shesterkin will get better too, and their power play though is the question mark. If they can keep scoring all these goals in the power play, then yeah, they can keep rolling. One more thing, they got Adam Fox back last game, and he's obviously one of the best defensemen in the league, former Norris Trophy winner. So yeah, the Rangers are a wagon right now. I keep playing Laviolette for Jack Adams, because Rangers, yeah, if they just keep rolling, he's going to get rewarded. And for this game, yeah, -142 for the Rangers. I think that would be where I'd look, and lean to the under 6 as well. The Predators are kind of a weird team so far as totals. They play a different kind of hockey, seems like every other game. Yeah, Saros is looking a little better lately. So lean to the under, lean to the Rangers. Nothing too strong here though.
Okay, moving down to the 6 p.m. time slot. We have the New York Islanders against the Florida Panthers. Game itself is in Florida here. New York on the money line sitting at +154. Panthers on the money line at -185. The over-unders at 6. Over sitting at -122. The under +102. Rye guy, Mr. Gilbert. What do we got going on here in Florida?
Yeah, I love the Panthers in this one. I know minus 185 is juicy, but I'll suck that juice right down here. Minus 185. They are 7-3 at home. Islanders are 5-4-2 on the road. Just don't trust this Isles team. They won against Carolina because of Carolina's shitty goaltending. They were outshot 43-16 in that one and won 5-4. Florida's been good this season. Have lost 3 of their past 5. Those were against Toronto, Winnipeg, and Boston. So 3 good teams there. Bounce back in Montreal. Now they're returning home, where they're a much better team. Don't trust the Islanders unless Sorokin comes up big, which I don't think he can do. They don't have a good enough offense here. So all over the Panthers, minus 185. Panthers regulation might be a play. Panthers puck line possibly, but I think the money line is the safest play. Islanders do tend to play some closer games or lose in overtime. They haven't lost by 2 in their last 8 games. So I think Florida, either regulation or money line is the best bet here. And I would lean to the under. Florida has been an under team recently, playing good defensive hockey. And Sorokin is one of the best goalies in the league. So Panthers here, minus 185, and then the under 6 at plus 102.
Fuck, the Ducks scored a touchdown, man. 4th and goal, 2 yards out. That sucks. For this game, minus 185, that's just too high. My line is minus 170. But I did play the Panthers in multiple ways over the past 7 or 8 days. And one of them is the Panthers to win the division. I think that's the best bet going right now. You can find that around 5-1 still. I do not think that they're behind the Leafs. I think that they're better than the Bruins. They certainly are playing like it lately. They're not just relying on incredible goaltending like the Bruins are. So, yeah, I love the Panthers long term, but in this one, I think it's just too big of a price to pay. Although it's understandable because the Islanders, they were very lucky to win that game against the Hurricanes in the last one. Just got some excellent goaltending from Varlamov and some the opposite of excellent goaltending from Kochetkov. So yeah, give me the under though, under 6 plus 102. Islanders, they have good goaltending. Sorokin has it's a similar situation with Quick and Shesterkin. I think the backup's out playing the starter. But that said, the starter is still Ilya Sorokin, and he's starting to find it, as Ryan witnessed in person there in Long Island. So under 6 plus 102. Panthers are much better defensively this year than the past couple of years, as you might expect with another year under the Paul Maurice system. And they got good goaltending too, whether it's Stolars or Bobrovsky. So under 6 at plus 102 is my favorite bet for this one, but all over the Panthers long term.
Joel, you have any thoughts on Panthers President's Trophy at 20-1?
Yeah. I mean, that one of the reasons why you bet Laviolette is because they're the favorites to win the Presidents, but the Laviolette is double digits to win Jack Adams, whereas it's the opposite with the Panthers. Maurice is like around 15-1 for Jack Adams, but 25 or better to win Presidents, and that makes a lot more sense to bet the Presidents. And one more thing, I bet a ton on the Panthers. Sharks saying that it was plus 100 was plus EV. I fucking said the Panthers a long time ago, so fuck off, Shark. But one more thing, I bet the Panthers under 105.5 points before the season, thinking that they would struggle with these injuries, and they've far exceeded those expectations. Yet they're still around 98.5 points, and so I just bet the over for a lot more, and hopefully I middle that. But I think the Panthers are going to be a bet on team for the rest of the season.
Yeah, it pains me to say it, but this Florida team's the real deal. They're playing like playoff hockey in the fucking end of November, for Christ's sakes. Paul Maurice has got these boys absolutely firing on all cylinders, offensively and defensively. One thing that they do as well is they don't give up a lot of shots, man. When it comes to this team, they're third in the league, I believe, for shots against allowed per game. I think it's sitting like 27.6. And then we know that the Islanders are in no business of scoring goals nor getting pucks to the net here. So yeah, Florida has to be the right play. I would even like to bet like Florida in regulation or something, whatever that's sitting at, maybe about minus 120 or so. So that would be my biggest play for this game. Also, I'm kind of going to go with Jolie here. I like the under. We're seeing Sorokin try to get back into form a little bit. His numbers are a little bit shaky when it comes to his goals against average, but his save percentage is remotely respectable, sitting at .913. And then, like I said, Florida just doesn't give up shots and doesn't get scored on too often here, and this team just dominates play. So I will be taking the under 6 at plus 102. I think that's a pretty good look at plus money. Okay, moving down to the 7 p.m. time slot here. We have the Buffalo Sabres against the Carolina Hurricanes. Game itself is a Carolina here. Buffalo on the money line sitting at plus 195. Carolina on the money line at minus 238. If anybody interested, the Canes on the puck line at minus 1.5 is sitting at plus 102. The over-unders at 6.5. Over paying off minus 108. The under minus 112 here. This is shaky. This is kind of an ugly game here, dude. Carolina still has a respectable record when it comes to like 13-8-1 total, but Christ, Antti Ranta can't stop a puck to save this guy's fucking life. He's absolutely horrendous in net here. The Canes are good at home, so they're 7-2-1, but minus 238. That's a lot of hoopla. And then Buffalo Sabres, they just suck too lately. I know they've battled in some injuries and shit, but still this team can't score. This team can't defend. They're lower mid. So I don't know how you bet this game. I guess maybe look towards the overs, an okay look, because both goalies kind of fucking suck with Antti Ranta, and then Eric Comrie I'm seeing is expected. I don't know if he will play or not. Keep an eye out for that. Maybe they got Carolina team total will be a way to look as well. They do got some offensive firepower here. And this team can score goals, I guess. They're 8th in the league when it comes to goal scoring, averaging 3.36 per game. So, yeah, give me the Canes team total and give me the over 6.5.
Yeah, these are two weird teams right now. The Hurricanes, they string some good play together, and then they lose a game because they can't get any goaltending. They've done that twice in the past week plus here against Tampa and against the Islanders here. But and Buffalo is the same thing. They lose, they get blown out, then they go on the road and beat a good team, then they lose. So they're back and forth as well. I can't take the Hurricanes here at minus 238. I think the Sabres at plus 195 might have some value, especially if UPL or Comrie are both fine for them. It's a matter of if Carolina can get a save, and I can't back them at minus 238 to do so. So I think the Sabres here, close to 2-1, are worth taking. And yeah, for a total, you can't trust either of these teams either way. Like I feel like it should be an over game, but it also could be an under game like it was last month. It was 3-2 in Carolina in overtime. So I like the Sabres, maybe even a Sabres puck line at plus 1.5, minus 122. Could see this game go to overtime or just being a 1-goal game. So I think Sabres have some value here.
Yeah, I think the Sabres are the side here with how, I wouldn't say poorly, that the Hurricanes aren't playing poorly, but they can't get a save. Like they have worse goaltending.
Like, it's a problem.
Goaltending matters. Goaltending matters.
They have worse goaltending than the Oilers, apparently. At least they did. At least the Oilers goalies were saving more than 12 shots a game.
Yeah.
The Hurricanes, they're getting better defensively, but like the over in this one, given the fact that we've seen such shitty goaltending since Freddie Anderson has gone down, and the Sabres, they still managed to find ways to get the puck in the net. Not a lot of offensive talent right now with Tage Thompson out, but they've got some firepower from the back end, and they can score some goals, find ways to do so. Also, the Hurricanes penalty kill, a lot of this has to do with their goaltending, but still they're bottom 10 after like leading the league in that statistic for the past 2-3 years, or being one of the very best at least. So yeah, I like there to be goals in this one. I like the Sabres with the upset here. My line is only minus 177, so plus 190. Great look there on the Blades and the over. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Sabres team total personally, and the money line, of course. But yeah, that's how I'd be playing this one.
All right, here moving out of the 7 p.m. time slot again. We got the Boston Bruins against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Game itself is in Toronto on a Saturday night, baby. We gotta pick them here, boys. Oh fuck, my bell's up there. Shit.
Pick them.
What the fuck was that?
That's the pick 'em bell. I introduced it last show. You missed out.
Excuse me?
Pick 'em.
I don't get it either.
I kind of like it, actually. I kind of like it. Yeah, give me one more time. This game is a pick 'em.
Pick 'em.
Both teams are at minus 110. I love that. Why did I waste money on buying this fucking bell? That's unbelievable. Over-unders at 6. Overpaid on minus 120. The under at plus 100 here. Oh, my God. This is a mess. So if you're not aware, the Leafs currently have 3 of their starting top 6 defensemen that are out long-term. Obviously, with Timothy Liljegren missing significant time, Mark Giordano is week to week with a broken finger. And then obviously the whole John Klingberg situation that's been going on. So this team is relying on the likes of Simon Benoit, William Legason, who's actually been pretty good. Max Legis and fucking Connor Timmins to help bolster the back end here. It's ugly, bro. You have to take the Bruins, but you know what? You fucking don't have to, because fuck Boston, fuck the city, fuck the fans, fuck people from New Hampshire too. Throw them in the mix. Fuck them all. You know what? Good teams find a way to fucking win. And you can come up with, oh, this team can't win in regulation. Well, guess what? They don't have to win in regulation, because they can win in fucking overtime. They can win in a shootout. We've been seeing a shitload of that. I love the Leafs in this spot at home on a Saturday night. You know Keefe's going to have the boys geared up and ready to fucking go here in this spot. This is one of the plays where I'm going to absolutely hammer the Talon Jenkins special, where you get that Joseph Wool, and if it's Swayman or Olmark, whoever, both to hit over 29 and a half saves at like plus 400 or plus 450 or something, juice through the gills. So I'm going to be all over that one. But yeah, fuck the Bruins, dude. No, I'm dead serious, man. Like, it's been ugly in Leafs land. You know, there's been a lot of talk around the team. What's going on? Well, you know what? These guys know it. And lately, the big boys have been stepping up. You know, like fucking, you can sure Austin Matthews is looking for another breakout game here, but Mitch Marner picking up a hat trick in the game-winning goal in the shootout the other day. William Nylander's trailing off a little bit of his little hot streak, but he's still fucking getting the job done when it counts. And underratedly, arguably like the second or third best player on the team. Underratedly. Underratedly, Morgan Riley is having an unbelievable season, dude. You could literally make the argument he's been the second best Leaf so far this year. So this guy's just throwing this whole defense on his back and saying, fuck it. Papa Mo's here, yo. Don't worry about it, all right? So give me the Leafs. As far as over-under in this game, I've been going back and forth on this. Joe Wool's playing some good fucking hockey, dude. Yeah, he's giving up a couple goals, but they're giving up like 40 shots against per game, and this guy's just standing tall. I think this one's going to be a little tighter than a lot of people think. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we see like a 2-1, 3-1 final or something sneaky in this game, or maybe some even overtime or something like that. But I'm going to lean towards the under 6 at plus 100.
I think I'm going to go back to the draw here for the Leafs. The Leafs play a lot of overtime games back to back, 4 of their past 5, 6 of their past 10. They're only meeting this season against Boston. Went to a shootout, I believe, that Boston won that 3-2. So I like that play at around plus 360. You know, maybe a 3-3 final score if that comes to fruition. Maybe a 2-2 final score, because that was what it was in their first meeting. But yeah, I think I lean to the Leafs here at minus 110. Boston has not been showing it recently on the road. Only beat the Sharks 3-0. Lost in Columbus. Lost to the Rangers. They split up their top line. They got passed on the first line, Marchand on the second. So they're kind of in shambles there. So yeah, Boston has not been good on the road. So got to go with the Leafs here at home. Minus 110. I think they will find a way to get it done, even without those defensemen that Talon mentioned. So yeah, Leafs minus 110, and then a lean to the under 6, but not going to play a total here.
Yeah, the draw has to be a good look. I mean, the Leafs have 27 points, but only 5 regulation wins. That's a kind of an absurd stat. So yeah, they struggle to put teams away, but they can also find ways to come back in games, and then yeah, that leads to all these overtimes. Yeah, the defenseman being out is a problem. Joseph Woll has been unreal past few games he's played. He's kept them in it, and Swayman meanwhile has done the same thing for the Bruins. But the Bruins' strength is their defense, but they just can't get things going in the offensive zone. Marchand's had a bit of a problematic year, getting used to playing without Bergeron, of course. When Pass is not scoring, the rest of the team are having trouble scoring. So yeah, the under would be my look, just trusting in both goalies been playing well, and the Bruins defense. But I mean, my line is only minus 104 for the Bruins, so that'd be the way I'd lean. But not too interested in the side here. But yeah, if I had to bet anything, I would take the under the Bruins and maybe a little sprinkle on that draw.
Did we talk about how much we love the double tap rule in the shootout? Did you guys cover that? Did you cover that?
Yeah,
Learn
I
the fucking rules. Learn the rules. Learn the rules.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. I just hated it because I thought I won, and then 15 seconds later, I knew I was going to lose because you saw the replay. Yeah, that was not fun.
Yeah, I thought I lost and then I won, so I was quite pleased with it.
Right. Fuck you guys.
All you Florida fans of my mentions can suck on my fucking big hairy balls, baby. Just gurgle them in your mouth. Fuck you. Take it.
I did like Paul Maurice.
Brooks Koepka,
that one count?
Koepka probably isn't listening.
Yeah, Brooks Koepka, you can suck on my fucking hog, baby.
All right. We're brought to you by Underdog Fantasy as a way to play alongside your favorite fantasy players all season long. No matter the sport, simply pick higher or lower on your favorite players' fantasy stats and cash in. Watch along, make your picks, and maybe make a little cash over on Underdog's mobile app or website, underdogfantasy.com. And when you sign up with the promo code SGPN, Underdog will double your first deposit of up to $100. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code SGPN. And win bigger by betting smarter this season with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every NFL, NBA, and soccer bet with historical stats and data. You can enter any parlay idea into Hall of Fame Bet's revolutionary parlay optimizer tool to get hit rates broken down by leg, as well as an expected probability for the entire parlay. Sort all players by hit rate for any bet to learn which players are hot and which picks have value. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com and use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame Bets.
All right, moving on to the 7 p.m. time slot here. We have the Detroit Red Wings against the Montreal Canadiens. Game itself is in Montreal. Detroit on the money line sit at minus 155. Montreal on the money line at plus 130. The over-unders is 6.5. Over sit at minus 108. The under minus 112. I literally just saw, like right now, that the Habs paid Montembeault 3 times $3.15 million on an extension. Get the fuck out of here. Montreal, you stink. Your goalies stink too. Montembeault's fucking a sieve. He's absolutely terrible. But you know what? Ville Husso is fucking horrible too. He's got shit numbers, a 3.44 goals against average and a .892 save percentage. All you nerds out there that try to tell me Ville Husso was a good goalie like 2 years ago, yeah, you can join Brooks Koepka down there and give him a hand, all right? Because this guy is absolutely horrendous. So my biggest play in this game will be the over 6.5 at minus 108. Honestly, I can see the Habs pumping out a win here. Detroit's been okay at home, but Habs ran a bit of a contract momentum in this game here. It's a division matchup. Neither team has been barn burners when it comes to divisions. I think Martin St. Louis is going to have the boys geared up and ready to go at home here. So I don't know. Give me the fucking Habs. Fuck Detroit. Let's go. Both goalies are shit. Give me the over.
Yeah, I'll go with the Habs here. This was a bit of a toss-up for me, but then I noticed this was the Hockey Night in Canada game. So thank you, Hockey Night in Canada. Habs bump here. Detroit, they play well recently. Won 4 of their past 5. Should have probably got a point against the Rangers in that one. So, you know what? They got Patrick Kane, so they're looking on the up and up. But I think Montreal here at home, 5-7. Detroit 4-1 on the road. I think just some value here on the Canadians plus 130. Yeah, probably a lean to the over, but no strong play there. Both teams have been playing unders recently, so no play on the total, just a lean to the Habs.
Yeah, the Habs are a fun team as underdogs, and I like them in this one against a team that are, trending upwards in the Red Wings. But I think that their record it belies their true talent and the real capabilities of this team. So I think that they're due for some regression. I don't know if they're making the playoffs. There's some excellent teams behind them in the standings, even with Patrick Kane coming around. Maybe he gets dealt again at the trade deadline if he'll allow it with his no move clause. If the Red Wings aren't in the mix, that is, of course. The Habs, like I said, are just a spicy home team. I like them as dogs here on a Hockey Night in Canada. So give me the Habs. My line is only minus 126 for the Red Wings. So everything comes up Montreal here. I actually don't mind that Montembeault deal. It's not too long. It's not too expensive. It's whatever. And I don't really have a feel for the total. It's pass on the total.
Well, I think I saw the Wings to miss at like minus 130 the other day. We were talking about it in the Discord.
I think it's around minus 110 now.
Yeah,
because they won yesterday. Yeah.
Okay, I love it even more. Fuck it. You guys talked about Patty Kane signing with the Wings, yeah?
Yeah, we're confused by it. What do you think about it?
I was talking to Joel a little bit about it before we started recording. There's 3 ways it can kind of either work out. Like either it's gonna be good, it's gonna be meh, or it's gonna be bad. So I guess that's That's how it's
yeah, that's life, isn't it?
yeah, pretty much. No, I think you're right. It kind of jumps off the page. Like, why would you out of everywhere to go? Detroit is what you're landed on, but I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be good, it's gonna be mid, or it's gonna be bad. So that's kind of all I got to say about it. Hopefully it's good though. I like Patty Kane.
Yeah.
Fucking barn burner analyst. You like that? You like that, Gilbert? Why don't you write that one of your fucking articles?
Fuck Patty Kane. Fuck him.
You wouldn't like him. All right, moving on to the 7 p.m. time slot here. We got the Philadelphia Flyers against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Game itself is in Pittsburgh here. Philly on the money line sitting at plus 145. Penguins on the money line at minus 175 at home. The over-unders at 6. Over sitting at minus 125. The under plus 105. Mr. Ryan Gilbert, tell me why and how the Penguins are going to beat the shit out of your Flyers in this game.
Well, they're not. This is either going to be a good game or a meh game or a bad game. But I think it's going to be a good game for the Flyers here. Plus 145. Back-to-back losses. They fought back against the Devils to get a point, and then, of course, lost in the first minute of overtime. Have lost 4 of their past 5. So it's been a tough stretch for them going through the division. These division games do matter. Got a home here with Pittsburgh. Come back to the Farg on Monday night. But I'm looking more at Pittsburgh. They've been traveling a lot recently. Home, road. Now another 3-game road trip here. That takes a toll on those old people's bodies there with Crosby and Carlson and Letang and Malkin and all of them there. So I like the Flyers here, plus 145. I think they're not the better team, but not significantly worse where they should be this much of an underdog. But the play I love here is the under 6 at plus 105. Carter Hart's been incredible for the Flyers. Tristan Jarry's been great for Pittsburgh as well. Both teams have gone under 14 times this season out of their 21 or so games. So 2/3 of the time, Flyers have gone under in 4 of their past 5. Pittsburgh under in 6 or 7 straight here. So love the under 6 at plus 105, and I like the Flyers at plus 145.
Yeah, the Flyers is where I would go as well. The Pittsburgh power play is still having problems clicking, which is inexplicable considering the talents that they can put on the ice 5-on-4. Yeah, and then they're getting some goaltending though. Jarry has been elite. He even scored a sick goal the other night.
Yeah,
that was only the 17th time in history a goalie scored, and a lot of those were like
road air.
Not pretty like this one.
Like own goals probably, where the goalie touched it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, threw it back.
Yeah. So good for him. And but the Flyers, so I think are the play here, plus 145. I just can't get to minus 175. Flyers are in every game. They seldom get blown out, even by teams significantly better than them. And so that tells me they're a good team to back as a dog. Give me the Flyers here is my play.
This is a sneaky one, Anytime you got these two teams going at it, it's going to be some good hockey here. Obviously, division rivalries and state rivalries, I guess you would call it. States. I'm used to provincial rivalries, but anyways, obviously both teams in Pennsylvania here. Flyers on a 2-game losing streak going into this game. I don't know if you can give too much into home and away here. I imagine Flyers fans will be showing up for this as well. I'm going against you guys here. I'm going to take the Penguins, and I actually really like the Penguins in regulation at this spot, probably sitting like minus 115 or something like that. 8 of the past 10 wins that the Penguins have been in regulation. When this team does win games, it tends to kind of go that way. And then they're all horned up coming off a big win against the Lightning the other day. So I'm going to ride with the Penguins here, man. You guys touched on it. Tristan Jarry has been absolutely lights out. His numbers so far this year, 2.44 or 45 goals against average, 0.919 save percentage here. This guy's been absolutely getting it done as of late, and he started off a little bit shaky. He's earning that money on that extension that he got here. And then, these Pittsburgh Penguins, they got a guy that could win the fucking Rocket, for Christ's sakes, on their team. So, I got to go with the Pens in regulation. As far as over-under goes, I'm leaning towards the under with you guys in this one here, man. Just based off it, I know we just talked about Tristan Jarry, but Carter Hart has been fucking sick in net too, like Ryan said. So give me the under 6. Give me the Pens in regulation.
Yeah, another thing on this game I want to mention. Did you guys see the Hathaway ejection for the boarding on Luke Hughes?
I saw a brief clip about it.
Did you see it? Did you see it with sound?
No, I didn't see it with sound.
Okay, so it was going to be an icing. It should have been an icing. The linesman did not blow the whistle because it was close. And then Luke Hughes kind of holds up a little bit, and Hathaway hits him. That's his game. He hits him, and Luke Hughes gets hurt. Hathaway gets assessed a 5-minute major for boarding, even though he hit the ice before he hit the boards. And of course, Hughes is back for the second period. So that was completely ridiculous. And Tortorella commented on that today, saying they're trying to make it a no-hit league, and like players aren't prepared to take the hit, embrace for it, and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But also a thing with Tortorella is with Hathaway ejected, they were down to 10 forwards because he benched Joel Farabee after the Devils' first goal. He played 56 seconds and was stapled to the fucking bench. So John Tortorella, this is what happens when you're kind of trying to develop while trying to compete here. But I just thought it was a bit too much to bench Joel Farabee, who was one of your best goal scorers a few years ago, and in a close game when these games matter, division games, they could have got an extra point out of it. But it's Torts. Well, Torts is going to Torts here.
Hathaway should be thrown into prison and probably shot too for daring to hit one of the Hughes brothers. They are untouchable. Come on,
bro. I'm looking at it right now. Like, what's the problem here?
Exactly.
He had the puck. There's no arm up. There's no indication that it could potentially even be an icing. Fucking, you're responsible for your own positioning on the ice. You're going into the boards. Guess what? Be expecting to get fucking hit.
Yeah.
Did he get suspended or anything for that or no?
No. He got a game misconduct. That was the first period.
Yeah, it was in the first period.
Yeah.
No, that's soft as butter, yo. Yeah, it sucks to see a guy get crushed like that. Obviously, you want to see the Hughes brothers be good and all this shit, but like, fucking buddy, grow a pair. You're responsible for your own position.
Yep.
Okay, moving down to the 7 p.m. time slot here. We got the Seattle Kraken against the Ottawa Senators. Ooh, do I got something to say about this Senators team. Game itself is in Ottawa here. Seattle on the money line sitting at -102. Ottawa on the money line at -118. The over-unders at 6.5. Both over-unders sitting at -110. You could even say that this over-under is a...
Pick 'em.
Yeah, there we go. All right, first of all, Ottawa Senators fans, get this fucking shit out of here. I was going at it with some fucking bunch of guys online here because some fucking Twitter guy reporter was chirping Max Domi for getting his ass kicked by Sam Bennett and then chirping his hair, which was a little bit of a bold decision to make here. But I just had to remind this guy that, hey, your team's in last place in the fucking conference. You don't have an opinion. Anything that you say literally doesn't matter. You suck. You cover a losing team. What the fuck are you wasting your time with? And you know how many Sens fans I had coming at me? Look at the games played column. Oh, if you look at the games played column, clearly you should realize that we're actually better than what our record says. Well, guess what? You just lost to the fucking Columbus Blue Jackets. Sens fans, you stink. You're dumb as shit. I'm going to go right out there to say that you don't know hockey. You're like the only people in Canada that can't watch the fucking game properly, because anytime I see a Sens fan talk about anything, they're just completely out to lunch. Timmy Stützle is an unbelievable hockey player, but Timmy Stützle is a little bitch. Brady Tkachuk, I absolutely love to death, but other than that, on this Sens team, you guys are a bunch of fucking losers. Your organization is shit. You guys have been in a rebuild for, Christ, 15 fucking years. You finally got good players, and you still suck. So there's no excuses here. I never want to see a Senators fan talking shit to anybody. You guys just sit in the bottom, take the scraps that we give you, and enjoy your shit, piss poor fucking hockey team, because that's all you're ever going to fucking have. You guys are useless losers. There's no point of you being in the hockey world. You should get out of here. Go watch a different sport. Go watch your shitty fucking Red Blacks or whatever your fucking CFL team is called. Why don't you guys just get the fine fuck as far away from this league as humanly possible? Ottawa Senators fans, you guys don't belong, all right? You're stuck between two iconic franchises when it comes to the Leafs and the Habs, and you're the little inbred fucking cousin that they lock in the basement that nobody loves. So why don't you do yourself a favor and just fucking give up, you hoser pieces of fucking shit. Give me the Kraken -102. Give me the over. Give me the Kraken team total.
Yeah, both of these teams are pretty much dead to me here. They've both been very disappointing this season. The Sens did get Chabot back tonight. It looked like it was going to make a difference, and they gave up 4 to the Blue Jackets for their 3rd straight loss. Kraken have also lost 3 straight, so I'm not taking a side here. I guess I probably would lean to the Kraken since Ottawa is on a back-to-back. Plus a border crossing game. I know it doesn't matter as much without the precautions there at the border, but still some travel there. So Seattle coming off a tough loss in Toronto where they came back to tie that one. But yeah, my best bet here is the over 6.5 at -110. They're both over teams this season. They both have enough offensive talent to score a few goals, and these goalies are not good. Grubauer, and I think it'll be Forsberg tomorrow for the Senators, because Korpisalo had his revenge game tonight. Did not go very well for him. Forsberg has an .850 save percentage. Grubauer has .882. So love the over 6.5 here. Maybe even an alt over here. Could see both of these teams, letting out some of their frustrations against a fellow bottom feeder here. So love the over 6.5 minus 110.
Yeah, teams. These are both teams that are struggling right now, as you mentioned. Yeah, I don't understand this line exactly though. The Senators played tonight. Now that they go back home for a game against the Kraken, have just been waiting around, eager to get a win after that tough shootout loss to the Leafs. Yeah, my line is minus 107 without taking into account the back-to-back situation and the goaltending disparity. So yeah, the Kraken here would be the way I'd look, and I also like that over for the reasons that Ryan mentioned. Yeah, it's going to be I think it could be a fun game to watch. Surprisingly, it's just two teams that should be playoff teams. I mean, the Kraken made it last year, and the Senators had high hopes this year, which is what's firing Talon up so much because he's delighting in there being wrong, and I was wrong too. I liked the Sens before the season, and that did not turn out well so far. Anyway, still a chance to fire this coach and get a real guy in there. But anyway, yeah, over 6.5 would be the look, as well as the Kraken money line.
Yeah, buddy, I'm happy as a pig in shit. Back-to-back years that everyone's told me this team's going to be great, and I can just tell them that they can shove it up their hoop. Fucking honestly, if there's one team that we could just get rid of and go back to like 31-team league, just get rid of the Sens. Nobody likes them anyways.
Get rid of the Devils too. Go back to 30.
The Devils? Oh yeah,
you got the Rangers. You got the Islanders. Get rid of the Devils. They're frauds.
I don't know. I mean, at least they won something. All right, moving on to the 9 p.m. time slot here. We got the St. Louis Blues against the Arizona State University Coyotes. Game itself is in the Shadow Realm at Arizona State University. St. Louis Blues on the money line at plus 105. The Coyotes on the money line at minus 125. The over-unders at 6.5. Over sit at minus 105. The under minus 115. Jolie, poly, oly, roly, foley, the goalie. What's going on in this game here, buddy?
Well, the Coyotes have been kind to us on this show. They're kind of like the opposite of the Sharks last year, or the Flames for the duration of this show. Yeah, the Coyotes have been good to us, mostly as dogs though, so it's a bit of a different role here as a favorite. I don't like that quite as much, but I just hate this the biggest fraudulent team in the league, other than maybe the Capitals, but we'll get to them next. Yeah, the Coyotes, meanwhile, have been feisty. They've been in all these games. They play fun hockey, explosive hockey, and half of their games have been against the Blues already. So we know what happens. And the Coyotes are 2-1, I think. And yeah, and 2 of the 3 games had a ton of goals. So give me the over 6.5 minus 105. Give me the Coyotes at home. Actually, I think the Blues are 2-1. The last one was 6-5 Blues, I believe. So anyway, I still like the Coyotes here to get revenge for that one. Yeah, I like goals in this one. I like the home team. Let's go Desert Dogs, who are not dogs.
Yeah, the Blues here are 2-1 so far. 2 of the games have gone over. So yeah, I also agree that the Blues are frauds here, especially on the road. 5-6-1 on the road. They are 7-3 at home. So if this game was in St. Louis, I'd think differently. But Arizona still has that home ice advantage. Hopefully, it's going to be Ingram in net tomorrow, but I could see Vemelka is projected right now, but that doesn't really mean too much. The Blues been alternating wins and losses. I just don't think they're as good as their record shows. They were outshot 46-20 by Buffalo, and they beat them 6-4 there. Arizona's won 3 straight against 3 good teams. They beat Vegas, they beat Tampa, they beat Colorado, they beat 3 recent Stanley Cup champions. So this team's on a roll right now. Definitely see them keeping it up here at home. So love the Coyotes at minus 125, and like the over too, over 6.5 at minus 105.
Is it crazy to float out like Ingram for Vezina?
Yes.
Is that crazy?
Yeah.
13 games played, a 2.52 goals against average, a .922 save percentage, and his team is is 25th in the league in averaging shots and goals against per game, averaging 32.2. it probably hurts him being in a tandem system. I can see that, I guess, with Vajmilk, but just the fact that he's playing so much better than Vajmilk, I think might even kind of help his cause. Yes, it's wild. It's probably not going to happen, but I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah, it's the stats. It's just the team he plays for is no good. Plus, he's a new name, right? The voters like to see a guy rewarded for years of success, and he just come out of nowhere this year with excellent performance. So, yeah, he's not going to beat Ottinger or Demko or even our guy Aiden Hill.
Unless he goes on an absolute heater and brings his fucking Yotes team into like fucking second in the Central or something, which, let's face it, probably not going to happen. But
in that case, Andre Tourigny is going to win the Jack Adams, and Conringham still wouldn't win the Vezina.
Talon, can I get you aboard the Cam Talbot for Vezina train here? You love Cam, don't you?
I like Cam Talbot. I don't know if I can get aboard that train yet.
All right.
I'm not opposed. This is a train that I look at and I could be like, hey, I could run that train, but I don't know if I'm ready to jump into that pile yet. Okay, we'll leave it at that. I'm right there with you guys. Give me the Yotes here, minus 125 at home here. Like Julie talked about, I feel like this is the 20th time we've seen these teams play here. And then, the Yotes are fun. The Yotes have been good to us, and I believe that the Yotes will continue to be good for us this year. Like I said, I had them as the playoff team. And then as far as over-under goes in this game here, I wish Vajmilk wasn't playing, but fuck, dude. And Binnington's coming back to earth a little bit here. This whole St. Louis team's coming back to earth a little bit here. This team hasn't been good on the road. Gun to my head, give me the under. I probably won't be betting it, though. Okay, moving down to the 10 p.m. time slot. We got the Washington Capitals against the Vegas Golden Knights. Game itself is in Vegas here. Washington on the money line at plus 180. Vegas on the money line at minus 218. The over-under's at 6. Over paying off plus 100. The under minus 120 here. I will say the Knights are absolutely sick at home, dude. 8-2-1 in this one. Capitals have been serviceable on the road at 5-2-1 record, but I think Jolie talked about it a little bit before we got into this game here. I imagine it's safe to say we'll probably see some regression out of this Washington team with an overall record at 12-6-2. It's been good to see. They've been playing the right type of hockey, playing the right way, but it's just not sustainable. And I'm a firm believer that the Vegas Golden Knights are the real deal this year. So I'll be looking more so towards like maybe not like a team total here, because Vegas actually hasn't been scoring that many goals. But I'll be looking maybe towards like a Vegas in regulation play, probably juice through the gills of like fucking minus 150 or something like that. But either way, that'll be my bet for this one. And then as far as over under goes, I'll lean towards the under here, man. Like, Washington is still a physical, hard-playing team, and that when you do that, when you're battling in the corners, when you're finishing every check, what you're also doing is munching minutes, and that clock keeps ticking, baby. And you can say the same thing about those big-ass studs on the back end for Vegas here. So, I like the under 6, and then Vegas in regulation.
Yeah, Vegas hasn't been too great recently, but looking at their schedule, since November 14th, they've been on the road for 8 out of 9 games, and their only home game was that Black Friday game where we discussed that home teams probably were at a disadvantage there with having people in town and whatnot. So I think getting back at home here against a fraudulent Capitals team. I like the under here, under 6 at minus 120. Maybe a Capitals team total under. That's probably at 2.5, but just Vegas regulation or Vegas puck line. This is just being a classic, 4-1 type of win for the Golden Knights. So if you give me the puck line at plus 114, I'm going to be all over that.
This is a game between two teams that I have consistently had rated lower than the market, and lo and behold, they're playing each other. And wow, I actually found myself on the Capital side here. I only have the Knights as minus 170 favorites, and they're all the way up here at minus 218. And they just came back from a pretty long road trip. Capitals, meanwhile, though, they're on a bit of a stretched out road trip from themselves. I mean, they went to California, and they're going up to Nevada, and third game in 4 nights here. They were totally outplayed by the Kings in that game, and they were lucky. They had Charlie Lindgren bail them out time and time again. Plus the refs, the fucking stupid refs with that stupid offside challenge that somehow worked. Wasn't offside. Fuck video review it once again. So yeah, Capitals once again getting the luck this early season, and yeah, Knights. I don't really like them either, so I'm gonna fade both teams. Let's go with the under 6 -120. I don't like either offense, and we're seeing some good goaltending though from both goalies. Dodged a bullet too. I think Aiden Hill left the third period against the Canucks, but it was just for precautionary reasons. I was freaking out there for a little bit. I can't have him missing a long stretch of time, so hopefully he's good to go. And he gets a shutout here. That's what I'm hoping for in this one. An Aiden Hill shutout. That'd be nice. So yeah, under 6.
All right, moving down to the 10 p.m. time slot. We got the Colorado Avalanche against the Anaheim Ducks. Game itself is in Anaheim at the Quack Palace here. Colorado on the money line at -230. Ducks on the money line at +190. Big home dogs. Over unders is 6.5. Overset at -105. The under -115. Anybody interested? The Avs on the puck line at -1.5 is sitting at -105. Mr. Joel Meyer, back to you here, buddy. Ducks are getting fucking flambéed up in this one, no?
I think so. The Ducks have lost 8 in a row. They look absolutely terrible. Same thing as last year. They fooled us all. Like, oh yeah, the Ducks are back. They're kicking ass, and then a month later, then they suck again. They fooled me again. Like I thought that this time was different, but no. It just hurts that Zegras is out. I don't like that guy, but he does hurt their offense. Troy Terry is not quite the same as he was past couple of years. Mason McTavish, he had a good start, but he slowed down too. Leo Carlson, same story. Minchikov, all these guys who had an excellent first few weeks, not so much lately. Meanwhile, the Avalanche coming off a loss to the Coyotes. Makar is absolutely on fire, and McKinnon too, and he's coming off an illness, and he's looking good as well. So give me the Avs here on the puck line, -105. I think they stomp these Ducks out. It's the Ducks just going to keep losing. I mean, they gave up a pretty good effort against the Canucks, still got beat there in the last game of the road trip, and they came back home and got stomped by the shitty Capitals. So yeah, I don't like these Ducks at all. Under, I think you still find under 71.5 points in certain books there. So that's a good look as well, because I don't think that they are getting close to 70 points the way that they're playing. But yeah, give me the Avs here, regulation, puck line, whatever, and lean to the under because the Ducks just can't score anymore, and their power play sucks again.
Yeah, the way the Ducks are playing, and more so the way the Sharks are playing, is the worst team with the worst record. That market seems to be opening back up a little bit. I think the Sharks are only down to -125, so Ducks could be alive in that market there. And yeah, for this one, we saw this matchup a few weeks ago. It was a bad schedule spot for Anaheim. Colorado won 8-2 at home. I do think it'll be not quite the same blowout here, but it will be the Avs can win by margin here on the puck line, -105. They beat Tampa 4-1, beat Calgary 3-1, Vancouver 5-2. They're capable of beating teams by at least 2 goals here. And Anaheim is just not a good hockey team right now, or potentially at all this season with Zegras out, as you mentioned. So love the Avs here on the puck line, -105, and maybe lean to the under, but the Avs could just go off. So Avs puck line, and look for some Makar and McKinnon assist props. Those have been pretty much on fire.
Oh, one more thing. I've just been betting Quinn Hughes and Cale Makar both. I've just switched to Makar now. Makar's winning the Norris. I'm pretty sure of that. He's definitely should be the favorite, but he's still the dog in a lot of places. Quinn Hughes 2 games in a row without a point. He's kind of slowing down. And Makar is the opposite. He had a slow start because he didn't have any training time, so he's still rehabbing some injuries. But now he's fully functional. I added some more of him for Hart as well, because this guy is absolutely kicking ass, and he's carrying the team, to be honest, once again.
Yeah, I know that was the book, The Ugly Duckling. Well, they're written about the Anaheim Ducks. That's how shit this team is right now. They're currently on an 8-game losing streak. I want to keep it short because this shouldn't have a lot of information going on in this game. But I'm going to take the Avs on an alternate puck line. I'm going to take them -2.5, whatever that is. I think that they just beat the absolute piss out of this Anaheim team that absolutely stinks. And then Colorado, they're just going to be licking their chops here. What are they doing? We're craving some Peking duck, some duck flambe, all of it, baby. Let's fucking go here. So give me the alternate puck line at 2.5. And I have no idea what to do for a total. Like you said, Ryan, the under is kind of enticing with John Gibson, but the Avs could come out and just pop in 8 goals in this fucking game. And I don't think anybody would think any otherwise of it. That's not a word. But
And
whatever.
the Avs are in LA on Sunday, so it could be Ivan Prosvetov in net. Even though he did play well against the Flames, allowed 1 goal on 30 shots. But yeah, that's worth noting there.
Francouz done for the year?
Unfortunately, yeah. Yeah, Prosvetov, for some reason, he makes me laugh the way he plays. He's got a certain funny kind of style. At least I find it funny the way he moves around. It's a unique kind of goalie style. Like all the goalies these days, they kind of play the same way. Unlike the old days where they
do.
They had different personalities, but Prosvetov has a weird kinky.
Oh, I like that. He plays a little slutty. He's a little slutty up there.
Slut goalie. He's not guarded the net off the ice.
That is awesome. All right, moving down to the 10 p.m. time slot here. Final game on the docket. We got the Vancouver Canucks against the Calgary Flames. Game itself is at the Saddle Dome in Calgary, baby. Vancouver on the money line at plus 105. The Flames on the money line at minus 125. The over-unders is 6.5. Over sitting at minus 108. The under minus 112. Is this like the first time of a back-to-back for Vancouver?
I don't think so.
No, they're not here. I know the Flames are playing a little bit better. And I know that the Canucks are playing not as great as they started here. Canucks haven't been that great on the road here, but the Flames haven't been good at home. I'm sorry, dude. I still got to go with Vancouver here. Going to give you them a plus money at plus 105. Thatcher Demko was fucking sick at hockey. In case anybody wasn't aware, this guy's an absolute stud in between the pipes. 11-6-0 record, 2.22 goals against average, 0.926 save percentage here. One of the biggest things in this game to me is power play. The Flames power play is absolutely horrendous, shooting at about 11% here, which is absolutely terrible. And the Canucks have been absolutely unreal, man. They're fourth in the league when it comes to that. And the Flames take a couple penalty minutes, man. They're averaging about, what does it say here? Averaging about 9 or so per game. So I think that might factor into this as well. I'm going to be taking the Nucks at plus 105. I don't understand this line. Maybe I'm taking crazy pills here. Over under 6.5. I'm going to lean towards the under just because we do have two good goalies when it comes down to Markstrom and Demko. But yeah, I don't really love it necessarily.
Yeah, we got a early Nikita Zadorov revenge game here after being traded from Calgary to Vancouver, which I'm sure Joel has some thoughts on there. But yeah, for this one, I think Vancouver, you said it, they may have some value there at plus 105. Calgary is playing better recently, but Vancouver's expected goals over the past few weeks has been going up. Calgary's been kind of flatlining there. Vancouver's been going back and forth, wins and losses over their past 6 games or so, and just lost to Vegas here. So yeah, Demko is sick. He should be a Vezina Trophy favorite, I believe. And Markstrom's been up and down this season. On the save percentage, still under 900. So yeah, I think Vancouver has some value here at plus 105. And total, I would lean to the under here. Both goalies can hopefully be playing pretty well, but the first meeting went over. So just going to stick with the Canucks at plus 105.
Right. I've watched a lot of Big Z, Nikita Zadorov over the years, being formerly in Colorado, plus all the Flames games I watched here on the West Coast. And yeah, I'm very familiar with this game. I love it. Has a big shot, big hit, and he can get nasty. And that's what the Canucks would like to have in their lineup. And that's, I think, the Leafs were looking at him too, possibly picking him up. But I don't know if they want to deal with True Living, but that's another story. But he also takes dumb penalties and he'll make stupid mistakes here and there. So that's the bad sign of his game. But overall, the Canucks needed it without Carson Soucy. That's when the Canucks really started struggling because they've had to play Tyler Myers more. They've even moved him up the lineup to play with Quinn Hughes, which I don't think is working. And yeah, so Zadorov fills a bit of a gap. He'll probably play on the second pairing. But yeah, I started listening to Canucks podcasts like every day. So if I sound more informed about this team going forward, you'll know why. I need to have a finger on the pulse of this team. So I need to worry about all my Canucks bets, or if I need to be consoled or whatever. Yeah, so all in on the Canucks right now. I'm going to a game on Tuesday thinking that I was going to be cheering for the Devils, but the Devils suck now apparently. So now I'm going to be all in on the Canucks here. So that'll be fun. Get to be a home fan for once. Yeah. So yeah, for this game though, I understand this line. The Flames are playing a lot better here, and the Canucks have been struggling. But they've been kind of like zigging and zagging. They win a game, they lose a game, win a game, lose a game, and they're due to win a game by that pattern. But I'm not playing it. I do leave the under 6.5, so -112. The Canucks power play is elite, but their 5-on-5 offense isn't very good, especially when Quinn Hughes is not on the ice. So under 6.5 here would be my look for this one. Now Markstrom should be good to go, and Demko too. So yeah, under 6.5 would be the only bet for this one.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how Zadorov does under like a Rick Tocchet coach team, man. He'll fucking keep him with the good head on his shoulders and keep him fucking playing good hockey, good, solid, hard-hitting hockey, right? And that's the kind of shit he thrives in. So that'll be cool to see.
Just don't tell him to eat kale or those protein smoothies or whatever. Like if you remember the McKinnon.
Yeah, exactly. I just want cookie. I just want cookies. All right, that wraps up the 13-game slate here, boys. What do we got for consensus plays, Mr. Gilbert?
Consensus plays, we have the Islanders Panthers under 6 +102. We have the Canadians +130. We have the Kraken against the Senators at -102. We have the Coyotes at -125, and then we have the Avs puck line at -105.
Okay, couple plays in there. That's all right. All right, we're going to move into our lock dogs and totals here. Current standings, Joel's in first place with a record of 20-21 and 1, down 0.05 units. One of us is almost back in the green, baby. Let's fucking go. Come on, Jolie, we're all rooting for you. Myself, I am 19-23, down 7.18 units. I haven't been able to hit a lock to save my fucking life in the past, 4 shows. Ryan's 13-29, down 20.84 units, clawing out of that hole, but fuck, still plenty of time left, baby. We're all good, Gilbert. I'm going to switch this up. I need a bit of good juju. I'm going to go first here. Go fuck yourself, Joel. For my lock, I'm taking the New York Rangers -142 versus Nashville on the money line here. I just think they're the utmost better team. I know that this is a road game here, but the Rangers have leaped ahead and shown everybody we're the real deal. We're contenders this year, and they still haven't had Zibanejad start firing off lately. That's how good this team's been. Kreider's been looking good, but anyways, I'll take the Rangers on the money line. For my dog, we just talked about it. Vancouver money line versus Calgary +105 here. I don't understand this line. So yeah, give me the Canucks. I guess it's a baby dog. We're little Earth. That's what we're doing in this little dog. And then for my total, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I've changed my total 6 times this show, and so if this fucking misses, I'm gonna shit a chicken. That's how pissed off I'm gonna be. I took the New York Islanders, Florida Panthers under 6 +102. Hopefully, Sorokin can start getting his shit together. He's been looking a little bit better, and this Florida team has been unbelievable defensively. Much like I said with the Washington game, this team munches minutes when they are on the forecheck and when they're on the back check, and then the Islanders just can't score to save their life. So give me the under 6 +102. If this doesn't hit, I will, I don't know, fucking drive to Ottawa and beat up a Sens fan.
All right, for me here, I'm bouncing back here. My lock are the Panthers -185 at home against the Islanders. It's a bit juicy there, but you know what? I'd rather win 1 point whatever units than lose 2 units there. I think they're a better team at home as well. My dog, going back to my Flyers once again, +145 at the Penguins here. Rivalry game. I think that line should be a bit closer there. Bounce back after a loss to the Devils. My total is the Kraken Sens over 6.5 at a pick'em there, -110. Both teams have horrible goaltending, and both teams, think about the puck in the net. So over 6.5, -110 in that one.
I hoped I'd be in the black by now, but apparently just came up a few pennies short. Oh, well, I'll get it done this show. Give me the lock. There's Coyotes money line at -125 against the Blues for the 100th time. Dog Canadians +130 at home against the Red Wings. Probably an intuitive play, pure gut in this one. And then the total Sabres team total over 2.5 -105. I'll play on money line too, but I think we'll see goals in this one. And I think the Sabres can score on whatever goalie the Hurricanes put in net. They got issues there. So let's go 3-0 this time. Let's go.
Hell yeah, man. We're all gonna hit all of our bets always. Everybody, bro. Also, I saw Dilly say that Pittsburgh and Philadelphia is a 6-hour drive or something like that. Yeah. Dude, how the fuck would I know? Okay. Yeah, whatever. Don't care. All right, everybody go check out Sports Gambling Podcast Network website. That's the place to be. Tons of stuff going on in the world of sports, baby. Obviously, we got hockey. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Super stoked for tomorrow because I get to fucking sit on my ass and watch hockey all day. So that's sweet. We got college football. We got NFL going on. We got fucking basketball in the NBA that's doing its thing. We got baseball news. Gotta love the baseball. Are pitchers there, Ryan? What about third baseman?
Just around the corner. Pitchers and catchers, just around the corner.
Are the outfielders there? Where do they come to town?
No, they're a few corners away still.
Those lazy pieces of shit. Okay, we'll keep you all posted of that when we hear more. Tons of stuff in the world of sports, baby. Golf, let's go. Come on, my boy Fitzy. Hopefully he can get his shit together. If not, it's still got Scotty rocking and rolling, so that's sick. And let's hope Tiger goes good. I got boosted odds of him shooting a bogey-free round, and I'll be honest with you, it's not looking very good. But hey, who knows? So you can find all that information at the SGPN website. That's the place to be. Tons of stuff going on in the world of sports, baby. Absolutely love it. Check out the articles. Check out Ryan's fantasy hockey articles. He's pumping out weekly. Those are absolutely sweet. I got some dope-ass emo hair going on right now. It's fucking money, dude. Taking back Sunday over here. Taking back Tally. Let's go. Anyways, you can find all that at the SGPN website. Listen to the other shows. Everybody does a killer job, dude, especially at this time of year. So be sure to check it all out. And of course, shout out to all our friends and pals in the Discord. Discord's an awesome place. We had a couple people reaching out on Twitter asking how to get into. So that's pretty, fucking sweet to see people actually interested in it. It's a blast, dude. I know that we talk about it a lot, but hell yeah. So shout out to all our friends and pals in the Discord. If you're not in there, you're not making money. If you want to get in there, you can reach out to myself or Ryan on Twitter. We'll be sure to point you in the right direction. I'm kind of scared to look in the Discord because I haven't opened it since we started this show, so I don't know what we're going to get in there. Or you can reach out to the HGP Twitter account, our social media assistant producer. He's a fucking beauty. He'll point you in the right direction as well. Or what you could do is buy a one-way plane ticket to Vegas. And what you can do is when you're in Vegas, you can be like, hey, anybody know where that Aiden Hill guy lives? And if you go in there and find out where he lives, you'll see Joel Meyer just massaging this guy, just giving him, Kirk Cousin in that quarterback documentary when he had those old fucks in there just working on his body all day, making sure he's healthy and in shape. You see that guy just fucking borderline beating off Aiden Hill. That's our boy Joel Meyer. And you'll be like, hey, Joel, can I talk to you for a second? He's like, not now. I got to loosen these glutes up a little bit, make sure we're firing on all cylinders for our boy Aiden Hill. Give me another 20. And after that little massage is done, and little protein shakes, athletic greens, all that good shit's into him, he'll be like, yeah, what's up? And he'll be like, can I get in the Discord? He'll be like, yeah, okay. We'll point you in the right direction.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Yeah, and leave us a 5-star rating and review. If you're an Apple Podcast listener and you have not left us a review yet, what are you waiting for? Give me something to read here rather than begging for reviews. And yeah, also subscribe on YouTube. Going live there for all of our podcasts between 9 and 10 Eastern most nights, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and also Tuesday, Thursday for some shows as well.
Oh, I thought we had a Sens fan all right here, but it's just a big hairy pussy. They all look the same. All right, everybody. My name is Tyler Jenkins. You can find me on Twitter at Tyler_Jenkins94. Fuck you, Ottawa.
I'm Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbertsop. I'm
Joel Meyer. You'll find me sweating out the rest of this Huskies game. Let's go, Dogs.
Damn right, baby. Let's get her. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.